Sex and spirituality, two words that for some people are forever intertwined, but for others they seem worlds apart. In today's era, as a society obsessed with sex, we are bombarded with so many different perspectives and ideas about the spiritual significance of it. From semen retention to westernized tantra, abstinence to twin flame connections. The variety of perspectives is enough to send anyone's head spinning. But amidst all of this, the real question that we should be asking is, what do we do about it? Do spirituality and sexuality truly intersect? Should we be having sex or not? And how should that sex look? And how can we bring a deeper consciousness into our sex lives? So to begin with, let's clear up a really common misconception. Spirituality is not about following rigid rules or adhering to prescribed practices. It's about your inner experience, starting with taking back control of your state of being instead of chasing and avoiding the externalities in the outside world to dictate how you feel. As you begin to master your inner self, connection to the whole and experiences beyond this perception of reality naturally follow. As to how and if sex fits into this journey is best considered by asking yourself a few questions. What is your relationship with sex? Is it something that you think about a lot? And if you're not having sex in that moment, do your thoughts about it pull your attention away from what you're doing? When you are actually engaged in sex, how much of your attention is truly in the experience as opposed to being lost in thought? Do you worry about your performance? Do you feel self-conscious about your body or stress over whether you're pleasing your partner? These thoughts are not uncommon, but they do reveal the mind's tendency to dominate our experiences. So let's dive a little bit deeper. When you do feel a desire to have sex, how do you respond to that desire? Are you driven by it, compelled to act on it as if you have no choice? Or can you observe the desire and acknowledge it and then either act on it or not without letting it affect your inner state of peace? The ability to witness our triggers, in this case the desire for sex, without being controlled by them, is a key aspect of consciousness. It's not about whether you have sex or not, it's about whether you can notice the desire and reset to presence while remaining peaceful inside. And then consider your sexual experiences themselves. Are they performances? Are you more focused on achieving a specific outcome, like reaching an orgasm, rather than being fully immersed in the moment? Or is sex a sensory experience for you, where every touch, every sensation is felt deeply and without distraction? How present are you during sex? Do you receive satisfaction from your thoughts about the experience, like how well you did or how your partner responded, or from the raw, unfiltered experience itself? One of the most profound shifts in understanding comes when you apply the same commitment to embedding in and experiencing the present moment in everyday life to sex. Letting go of a need for an end goal and instead focusing on every part of the experience. The spiritual journey is one of focusing on the moment as a whole experience in and of itself, instead of clinging to a destination. This applies to sex as well. Can you let go of the need to achieve anything in particular and simply enjoy the process wherever it leads? Can you be content with the experience itself without any attachment to how it should look or a particular result? The thing is, when it comes to spirituality and sex, the details that often preoccupy us, how often you have sex, whether you're married or single, how kinky your sex is, are far less important than your inner state from the moment you experience the desire to have sex. What truly matters is whether you are caught in the grip of your thoughts, engaging in sex compulsively and without control, or whether you can surrender deeply to the moment. Can you have sex or not have sex without it altering your inner state of peace? Are you able to be fully present, immersing yourself deeply in the experience without letting it dictate, or without letting your mind dictate how it should be? When you approach sex with this level of awareness, something magical happens. Sex becomes more than just a physical act. It becomes a portal to the deepest aspects of yourself, as the experiencer of the present moment, whatever that may bring. Every touch, every sensation becomes a gateway to a deeper presence and awareness. You start to experience sex not just as something that happens outside of you, but as a reflection of your inner state, a dance between your consciousness and the whole. So, is sex part of the spiritual journey? Well, the answer is if you decide it to be. But it's not about how you do it, how often you do it, or who you do it with. It's about how present you are in the experience, how deeply you can surrender to the moment, and how connected you are to your inner being. When approached with awareness, sex becomes a mirror to your soul. It reveals how deeply you are able to let go, how fully you can embrace the present moment, and how connected you are to the infinite consciousness that resides within you. In this way, sex is not just part of the spiritual journey, it can be a profound expression of it. When you approach sex with the same mindfulness and presence that you bring to your meditation, you open the door to a deeper level of spiritual awakening, one that touches every aspect of your being and every corner of your life.